Good afternoon, I suppose. Or good morning, or I guess even good evening if you're all the way in Australia or something. Yeah, good afternoon, good morning. We're back with a design. Well, I've put design in the title. It's more just going to be me doing a mood board. Maybe I also think I need to put together this week's schedule graphic for KCP stuff, so I might just do that on stream. Yeah, how are you? How is everyone going? What is up? Welcome. Got my coffee. It's Monday. Ready to get my week started. I've got a couple of big projects I'm working on this week. Obviously can't say anything about them. So yeah, that's always fun. Love being able to just go, yep, working on some really cool projects, because they fucking are. And I'm like super excited for the stuff I'm going to work on this month, but it's like NDAs, smile. Yeah, got some really exciting projects I'm working on. They'll come to light over the next, I don't know, whenever they come to light. It's one of them. Don't know when it's going to happen. But yeah, I had a good weekend. Had a chill weekend. I didn't end up streaming on Saturday. I'm just doing my usual thing of like, I will always say the next stream potentially will be this day. But on Saturday, I was just not vibing for a stream. I didn't really have any plans for games, like no group planned or anything. I kind of was just chilling. Ended up playing a bit of duo ranked with Ed for a little bit. Though those games we choked, so it's kind of good I wasn't streaming them. Yeah, I just kind of vibed out, and then obviously Sundays I don't stream because we have D&D, and we actually played D&D this week. Holy shit. Pog. Big claps. Yeah, we haven't actually played D&D for like, I think like 7 weeks or something. Something ridiculous. It's been like 2 months. Feels like it's been 2 months. So that was good. Glad we got to play D&D again. My character's still alive, just barely. I get myself into some fucking mad situations. Like this session was, we had some dealings with gelatinous cubes, and if you're someone who's played D&D before, you know that gelatinous cubes are no fucking joke and are a pain in the ass. We very nearly got surprised by them. So it was a fun session. We progressed the story a bit. Hopefully we can try and keep to a regular play session, but I do know that like towards the end of June, there's 2 weeks in a row that I won't be able to do. One because I'm away with family, and then the following weekend after that, I'm going to be in London for RLCS. That is one thing that I can mention is fingers crossed. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but it's most likely will be a thing and will happen, but I should be getting a media pass for RLCS London, which is super exciting. Means I can take my camera and everything in, no problems, and have that like access to get the photos and not worry about trying to blag it like I did last time I was at Copperbox, which is cool. So I'm super very excited for that. That's going to be a jam-packed like week and a half for me, because I go away on like the Friday to the Tuesday. We're on it's like our yearly family gathering that we do. So obviously I'm not gonna miss that. So I'm going to that, and then I'm probably gonna go straight from that to London and be in London for like a good 5 or 6 days. Will it be what? Tuesday, get there. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Probably like 6 or 7 days actually. Probably like 6 days I'll be in London. So lots of opportunity for photos, lots of opportunity to just like vibe around there. I always love going to London and just kind of fucking wandering for the day, getting photos. So no doubt we'll do that. No doubt we'll meet up with some friends, and we'll also be going to the RLCS London. So that's going to be a sweet weekend. Fingers crossed that we actually qualify and I get to see the lads and the team. If not, I know there's a couple of people, a couple of our content creators and stuff are going, so I'll catch up with them. But yeah, I think that kind of covers the usual like recap of the past few days. Smashing out content, been vibing. I'm gonna be honest, it's my second coffee in about. I got up at about, I'd say 11 o'clock, just before 11. I probably had my first coffee at 11, and I'm on my second coffee now. Whew. This is what happens when I wake up before midday. I have to just fucking chug coffee to get going. It's not a good life. It's not a good life, but it's the one we live, and it's the one we've got. So, stream. If you've not been in one of these streams before, these are just kind of like my chill streams. Monday vibes. I never tweeted this out. Let me tweet out the stream. Honestly, actually, can't be asked tweeting out. I hate the process of tweeting out streams. Do you know what it is? And maybe it's like I need to shift this mindset. Or maybe it's because I've done streaming on and off for so long, and in the past I've tweeted out about things and whatnot. I don't know, it feels like... And this is probably also some of like my like imposter syndrome / self-conscious. It's like, why the fuck should I, like, why am I shouting about my stream? I know, it's like, it's one of those where I feel like, for me, and I don't even see this like when other people do it. Like when other people tweet out their streams, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. But to me, when why is my lighting like so weird? There we go. I don't know what it is. It's like if I tweet out my own stream, I feel like I'm begging. I'm being like a beg. Hang on. The lighting is pissing me off because it's daytime. I don't stream in the day. I think that's improved things. Now it's way too bright on my face. I need to bounce light it. That seems better. That seems better. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is when I tweet about my own stream, but I feel like I'm begging. So, you know what? Fuck it. No, we will. We will. I'm gonna stop doing this to myself. I'm gonna tweet out that I'm putting together this week's mood board. Quick, pause the stream or mute the stream. I don't want to hear myself. Okay. Yeah, I can't spell. I'm the worst at putting tweets together. I'm so indecisive. Huh? Ah, fuck it. There we go, I've tweeted. I don't usually tweet, but we've tweeted. It's fine. So yeah. I don't know where my brain's gone. My brain's kind of just fucking rambled all over the place. Where were we? What were we talking about? What were we doing? Who am I? What day is it? I actually don't remember. Before the whole rant about like tweeting out the stream and the lighting and the whatnot, and I was talking about RLCS London, wasn't I? So yeah. Anyway, doing our usual. If you've been in one of these streams before, kind of just chill. I just have a coffee. We have some lo-fi music on. We kind of get the week started. We get the day started. Something I picked up a few weeks ago now. How many weeks am I into this? This is the 10th week. That's pretty good for me. So for 10 weeks. This is the 10th week of me doing this. So literally 10 weeks ago now. If you don't know who Sesso is, he's a designer for 100 Thieves. Amazing designer. Like, look up to him. He does amazing work with them and puts out so much like content and helpful content and resources, and like just great designer. But yeah, like a couple of months back or whatever, he put out like a weekly mood board because he was like, oh, struggling with getting the design going on a Monday, like put together a mood board. And I was like, he put that out on a day where I was like really struggling to get going with doing some design work, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's try it. Let's do a mood board, see if it helps me. And it did. I was like, oh, this is super fun. It's like got the creative things going. So I've been doing it every week since. A couple of these I have done on stream back at the start, and then I got out of the habit of waking up early enough to do like a morning, midday stream. So they stopped. I also had a really busy month of April where I just couldn't afford to fit in. Like I had to get like going with work on a Monday. Like I didn't have time to be doing these streams. So, if you are new here and you haven't watched one of these streams, we're just gonna chill. We're gonna vibe. I'm gonna put together a mood board. Kind of just get to see the process of this and get some design vibes going. Get my creative things going because I've got a lot of stuff that I need to be designing this week and doing creative work. So, oh, where the fuck did my mouse just go? There we go. I just need to be extremely careful that I don't leak anything. So I'm just double checking that we make sure we stay on just today's weekly mood board. For those of you who don't know, I use a website/app website called Milanote. Great product. Love it. Not even sponsored. I wish they'd sponsor me because I fucking love it. Okay, and then I just use like Pinterest and Behance, which actually I need to open Behance. That reminds me. So yeah, I think I'm safe. I haven't got my Notion open. That's the big thing that I need to make sure it's closed. Because my Notion, literally, for those... I don't know if anyone who watches my streams uses Notion. But, Is this the desktop one? Yeah, it is. Boom. I've used... This is Milanote. It's just blank artboard, but you can do like notes, links, to-do lists, you can do lines, you can put boards within boards, you can do color palettes. There's a bunch of other stuff like you can add video and comments and just chuck images in. You can draw on here and everything. Like, it's super cool. Like a big artboard, essentially. But yeah, so I've used Notion for good 12 months, if not longer now. It's gone through like very basic when I first was using it, to like a sort of like it was like very basic, didn't really have a setup. I was just doing like to-do, like it was a fucking mess. I definitely wasn't getting potential out of like my Notion. And then I actually put together like a basic sort of like weekly schedule thing and had a couple of like pages and stuff. If you ever use Notion, you know what I'm on about. But this weekend I actually spent far too much time realistically on a Notion, but I spent a good chunk of time. I found a template. So I don't know Notion well enough that I was like, I can put this together myself. But I found a really cool template that I was like, holy shit, this is like the system of organization that I like. I really like this like photo poster. I think that's cool. I also really like this, like black and white stuff. It's just that one can be a bit smaller. We'll go with that. Put that over there for now. So yeah, I found a template that had like a system of organization like already built in and set up, and it just like you can customize it and tweak it to your needs. So I basically spent a good chunk of time setting all that up, and I actually finally feel like I have a very solid Notion page now, or Notion setup that it has like easily expandable to like any. Basically, like I can add projects in really easily. I can add new areas that those projects would be under. I can add tasks and notes to each project. Has like a date, like just a quick tasks thing where like for things like day-to-day stuff that I need to remember. Because the problem I have is, I'll always say this, like this is undiagnosed. Like I'm not 100% sure, but I am very certain that I have ADHD in some capacity. And I often really struggle to remember like just day-to-day tasks, or like if someone mentions, oh, can you do this for me, like a little throwaway thing, if I don't make a note of it or write it down so it's in front of me, I will completely forget it. So literally things like, an example of this is I make my own peanut butter. Bougie as fuck, I know. But it's like, I don't like the cheap store-bought stuff, and I ain't paying fucking ridiculous amounts for. I'm not paying out a fucking chunk of money for Whole Earth, which is real good, but like I get through peanut butter too quick. So I just make my own. It's good middle ground. It's cheap and it tastes better than the cheap shit in the supermarket. So the thing is though, that only takes like 5 minutes. Like 5-10 minutes, honestly, to make peanut butter. It takes like no time at all. I spend just as much time cleaning up as I do making it, but I am terrible at remembering to make it once it runs out till like, and I think this is called object permanence, which is where if it's not in front of you, you forget about its existence, sort of idea. So what happens is I'll go down for breakfast and I'm like, oh, what do I want for breakfast? Oh, I'd really like peanut butter on toast. Oh, fuck, I haven't made any. Oh, I'm not going to make it now because I only just woke up and I'm not in the mood to make it right now. Like, I have no interest in making peanut butter when I've just rolled out of bed. Because you got to use a blender and everything. It's fucking loud, and who wants to be doing that first thing in the morning? So I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll make it another time. Problem is, I then don't think about it till the next morning. So something I found is like, I had to make a note of it, like make peanut butter, and it reminds me when I keep seeing it on my task list. Just a small example. Like at my setup now, this is all just like bragging about myself, but my setup is really, I've finally got it to a place I'm super pleased with, and I feel like it's going to keep me very organized enough, though I'm very free going and very fluid. But anyway, back to this. Back to doing this mood board. That's cool. My Pinterest is weird today. Weird, is weird the right word? Weird's not the right word, but you know what I mean, like. It's because, and I know why it is. I was looking up like black and white aesthetic stuff for my Notion to use as headers. So it skewed my shit. I actually kind of like this though. This is cool. I'm very excuse me. I'm very into the black and white sort of like typography stuff. Actually, now I've opened that, I'm like, this is cool. I like this. This is cool. Love the lens effect it's got going. Ooh, there's some more stuff down here. Nothing that grabs my attention. Trying to see if I also need to remind myself like the fuck I have coming up, because I often use this as that's cool. I like that. The colours suddenly got very bold over here. Oh, fun of that. We've suddenly gone very yellow and very... What's on Behance? Anything cool that's grabbing my attention off just the cover art? Which is hard. Like, I find Behance kind of I don't know, for mood board stuff I find it kind of hard to browse the way that like my brain likes to, if that makes sense. Like Pinterest is great because it's just giving me like singular images, whereas this is like I've got to wait till I spot a project that might sort of grabs my attention and go into it and see if there's anything that actually is inspiring enough, or like something that like, oh that I like that, that's inspiration. I mean, this I do like, I will say. Oh, I love how they've textured that, like the parchment texture. Ooh. Such a cool vibe. Oh, it's a balance board. Oh, that's so cool. I really want one of them when I get my own place. I really like this. We're gonna take a screenshot of this to put into... That's my also one thing with Behance. Like Pinterest lets me just drag it straight onto the board. This, I've got to like faff around getting a screenshot. Slap that in there. Cool though, I like that branding. Ooh. It's a dope fucking car. Has this guy got any other car renders? He's got photography. Okay, not what I thought being expected. Yeah, this is my problem with it's my problem with Behance. It's like I feel like I'm just browsing and nothing. Yeah, right, let's go back to Pinterest. This feels very disjointed. The more I look at, like, this is where, like, I have to keep re-looking, because it's like, I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, I like this. I like what we've got going on here. I like this, but it's so, like, random. It doesn't feel like it, like, I don't know. Get me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. No. I don't think anyone knows what I mean. My problem is I'm very much... Most of the stuff it throws me is like black and white. Which is, I mean, it knows me well enough. But I do like the odd random bit of colour. Like some of them that pop up that have got colour, like the yellow stuff, but then it's like, it's so jarring. I like this. This is cool. I keep seeing this keyboard everywhere. I like that. We'll shut that over here. I think this needs to just be like a small thing. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, nah. What the? Yo, that's sick. That's actually so cool. Literally kiss me on the mouth. Good afternoon. For fuck's sake, Josh. How are you? How's your Monday going? Yeah, mine's going alright. We're chilling. Actually doing a Monday, like, midday stream again for the first time in, I don't know, like a month. The mood board website is called Millenote. You can do all sorts with it. Like, you can add notes, links, color palettes, comments on it. You can add videos in, and like, obviously photos. You can even draw on it if I wanted. Yeah, it's a really cool website. I have paid for the premium one because there's like a limit of, I think, 100 items in total, like on the free account. So if you're using it as like a one-off thing, or just like have one board that you keep like changing stuff on, works great. You can get the free. I've got like the premium one. It's not very much, but it means I just have unlimited use of it. So all of my weekly mood boards are just left on here, even though I saved them. But you never know. It's nice to go back. I think it's getting close to. I do like that. Refreshing the old Pinterest feed. Because it's getting very skewed with a lot of stuff. Alright, let's give it an old refresh. Nah, I'm not vibing with that. Yeah, I suppose I'd probably just delete and restart each time. Yeah, I mean, I was doing that at first, and then it was like, because I also, so I use it for my like these weekly mood boards, but I also use it a lot for KCP stuff. So like any design projects, I'll put together like a mood board design, like art boards for starting points and stuff. So I have all those, which obviously I can't just like scrap. Yeah, super useful. I found out about it from George Nowak, who's one of the designers at 100 Thieves. Because I can't remember, I was using something else before and I can't remember what it was. But this is just like, it's so useful. You can also, a fun fact, you can share them. So you can share it and add editors. So multiple people can work on the same board if you need to. Which is what I do for KCP stuff. I really want a loft apartment. Like this just looks like an absolute vibe of a space. Like who doesn't want a loft space? Like what? Genuinely. The goal is to have a loft space. Oh my god, what is it? What a setup. That's pretty cool. I'm getting distracted. Brain's going in a different direction. I need to get back on design Pinterest area. But I've drifted far away. Ideas for me, graphic design art. There we go. Let's look at some of this. Huh. Nothing is grabbing my attention. Typography logo. Let's see what that comes with. Nah. Yeah. Popular on Pinterest. Minecraft building ideas. Excuse you? Oh, poster layout. This'll do. This'll give me some good stuff. Poster layouts is like always the good. The good. What's up, other Josh? Both Joshes in the chat. It's literally just a process of sitting here scrolling to like stuff really grabs my eye. And I'm like, oh, I like a certain aspect of something. No Reaver Vandal today since it's had time to hit diamond. Is it only one of the other? So what happens if you do get the Reaver Vandal? Are you not able to hit diamond? Nothing is jumping out at me. Nothing's like, you know, just like nothing's hitting the spot. Nothing is hitting the spot. That's cool, actually. Nothing. This is a vibe, though, I will say. Get some photography mixed in. I've used this before in a mood board, so I'm like, I like this stuff, so maybe I can find something off of that. He says. Or maybe we can find something that I'm like, oh, I like that idea. I mean, visual design. It's like some traditional graphic design like ideas aren't easy to make use of in like these are creative, like very creative graphic design, like posters and whatnot, and they're very cool and great ideas. You can't really translate a lot of these into like the esports space and how they would be used in the esports space, which is what I'm maybe it's often too off words English. Often I think I put too much emphasis on that. That's cool. I like this. Doesn't really. We can go in there. Not really feeling that. This is. These are just weird wallpapers. But could do something cool. some of these could be cool. Like, I'm looking at these. I'm like, how can we could do like a character, like some character from a game, and use like a similar style to like this. Could make for a cool poster. So shut that in this gap. Kind of don't want that there now. I don't like that. Just got anything like other ideas around it that might pique my inspiration? Doesn't look like it. That's cool. Trippy design, it. Video killed the radio star. There's nothing jumping out at me. Oh, I know why I haven't gone on in a while. Excuse me, bookmarks, search system. They always have cool stuff. Yeah, they've got some new stuff. Anything that I'm like, ooh. Honestly, these have been really cool. I've seen these about. Like, I can't seem to avoid seeing this everywhere. What was I up to? I was down here somewhere. Here. I was down here. It's interesting. Interesting. Nothing crazy jumping out at me. So that is cool. But yeah, I don't think there's anything specific on. Let's do some book design. Maybe that'll come with some stuff. I still have coffee left. My phone just proper. On my lunch break now, just made food, now starting a mood board. I believe Josh. all you do is just throw it all together. There's no like, there's no way you fail. I like this. Why do I do it? I do this like every week because I find it gets like the creative side of my brain going, which helps me when I come to actually doing my work for the week. Because I'm doing a lot more design stuff now. I've always been doing design stuff. I'm just now for KCP, I'm doing more design stuff. To stop me getting in a situation where like I sit down and it's like, right, I've got this project to work on, and I'm just like, where the fuck do I start with this? Where do I pull ideas from? It's a good way to kind of keep fresh ideas kind of brewing in my head. Like doing this weekly means that I'm always finding like new little things and ideas, and it's like it all like adds up inside my head. So when it comes to doing work, I have a lot more like catalog of inspiration to kind of pull from. It's also fun, like one thing that I thought about when I started doing this was because I'm doing like making the effort to do this weekly, and I'm keeping like a save of them, and I've got them obviously all on Milanote. It's gonna be cool at the like end of the year to kind of look back on like a year's worth of like inspiration. This don't like this gap. Drag that a bit. There we go. Do that. It'd be cool to like look back and like I want to make at the end of the year I'm gonna make like a little GIF of like where it flicks through like every single one. I think it'd be super cool to see that. So it's also like a really good way to kind of track my visual taste. The way I like, I know like this is obviously from a creative aspect, but a lot of the designers that obviously I studied or learned about through school and different points of education and in my own research, like a lot of older, maybe more traditional artists or traditional graphic design artists all like used to use sketchbooks a lot and would doodle like ideas and doodle down inspiration, or like I have a whole graphic design art book which is made up of graphic designers sketchbooks and their like inspiration work. So I kind of see this the same way. It's kind of like my digital sketchbook, if that makes sense. I think it's just generally like a good practice for creative people, which obviously I know not everyone has like a very creative mind. So see, not everyone sees it the same. I'm trying to. What if I wait? What am we up to? I actually kind of just want a bit more like photography stuff in the corner. I always like to add a bit of photography to each of my mood boards as well. Like I don't want them to be 100% graphic design because another solid interest of mine is photography. Photography and cars. So it's like often I will fit in some like car stuff and some photography stuff. Just because it is a vibe. Let's go. Like, photography poses is always a good one because it does actually also translate. It's funny, it's like, I also find, like, in general, it's always good to have like the photography stuff. It makes for a good photography inspo, but also actually makes for very good design inspiration in the sense of when it comes to me doing 3D stuff with either like any characters. So like photography poses is great for coming up with like poses for 3D characters, and then like the car stuff is always great for like Rocket League stuff and how to pose, like position the cars. Are you more of a fan of tuner style cars or more muscle chunky cars? I do like my muscle cars, but I think I'm more of a fan of like JDM cars, and overall, I think if you offered me a muscle car or a JDM car, I'm going to take the JDM. I love old school muscle. I'm not a huge fan of like the new style of muscle cars. But I'm a huge fan of like the stance movement and like heavily modified like stance lowered, like that aesthetic of cars. I love that. And people think it's dumb and like people like it's so impractical, but the whole like negative camber and shit like this, I fucking love this. But yeah, I love this. I love JDM cars. I really want a Honda NSX. I also really want a I really want a Nissan GTR. Is there any other like posed cars? I think actually what I need here is some photography poses like this. Yeah, we'll go with this. I love the RX-7. Also a fan of like the RX cars. No, we're now going to start looking at cars, aren't we? Have you? I don't know if any of you watching have seen. Does anybody follow the 7-Eleven Instagram account? Because the 7-Eleven Instagram account is the biggest brain, like, brand account in my opinion. Their entire Instagram account is just cars parked outside their 7-Eleven. Because they realize there's kind of like, I think it started in Japan a lot and maybe the US a bit, but like there's this culture of like going to the 7-Eleven gas station with your souped up cars and like parking outside in the neon glow. Their whole Instagram account is just full of dope fucking cars. And it's like the perfect brand account. I fucking love it. Although they are bad for petrol, so I don't think I would ever got one due to me having to commute. See, okay, so this is something I want to do, which is I love the idea of it's a Twitter. Fuck, what was that? Hang on, let me find it. Because there's a company. Here we go. So this was one that showed up on my Twitter page, and it was a old Mustang converted into an electrical car. So they basically, this is like 400k, so it's never going to happen. Never going to afford something like this. But they take classic cars and turn them into a like electric cars. The Mustang's kind of obviously been what they've been working on. But like, I love the idea of getting like a Honda NSX, like a classic Honda NSX, and like this, imagine taking this and then slapping like a Tesla level like electric, like the Tesla Roadster sort of like fucking fast electric car, like completely converting it so you still have that like classic silhouette that I love and everybody else loves about these cars, but it's more modern, it's better for the environment. Because like, I appreciate, I feel like the sound is so important. This was something I was going to say then. It's like, don't get me wrong, I fully appreciate like the love of like an engine and the sound of the engine in these cars, and I'm the same. Like, of course I love the like that feel and that sound that you get like from a car that just sounds fucking beefy, and you rev it and it just sounds, oh, I honestly would be willing to give that up for the sake of electric. It's one of those, it's like, I like to think in the future there's going to be this point where people are going to start doing this, where they convert, because it's like the price of petrol or like the cost to, like everything will be switching to like electric cars or something, and it'll just be like, going forward, like to save these classic bodies, people will just start converting them to electric, and it's going to be sick. I also like the idea of like a stanced electric like Honda NSX would be sick. But yeah, like the idea of converting a car to electric, I think it's such a cool idea to take like a classic body and like classic silhouette and convert it. I know other companies have done it. I'm looking for like poses that would translate quite well to like a video game character in a situation. Something like that could be cool. Honda NSX was the only car I did Gran Turismo. I've had a Honda NSX, I think, in every single racing game that I've had. I went through a stage of also loving the 350Z, but it's kind of one of those where I'm like, I like the shape of it, and I like, don't get me wrong, it's a cool car, but I don't know, I feel like it's, I don't know, it's just lost its appeal to me, I guess. Chuck some of these photos in, because I dig these. That one I'm not feeling so much now that I've opened it, I'll be honest. This I like. This is dope. Need like one more to fit down here. Maybe like a car one again. Mitsubishi Eclipse. Oh, Need for Speed. Oh, yes. I forget what I used to, I think I used to always run GTR. I might have also had an RX-7, I think, on Underground. I really want for the memes the initial D car. The fuck, what's it called? Why can't I outfit the AE86? I don't know. I kind of just want it for the memes. I'd love one IRL. My only issue with the 350Z is the standard car looks so bland. Yeah, deja vu. I think that's what it is. I think it's like you've got to completely like change the silhouette of it to actually make it like what I would class as like a good looking car. Whereas like things like the Honda NSX and some of the old like OG JDM cars is like you can just leave them as is and they're fucking sick. Just lower them and do a dope ass paint job on them or something. I kind of want to just put that in my mood board for the memes. Deja vu. I also kind of want to get my bike license one day. Which I've definitely said before. But yeah, I kind of want to get my... an absolute chad. Actually, I'm going to put this in. Because I can crop it down to like fit the gap better. Boom. It's a pretty good move, bud. What did I just say? Oh yeah, I kind of want to get my bike license because I really love cafe racers. Yes, I really love the cafe racer silhouette of a bike. Like this looks so good to me. Like the cafe racer and the like Harley sort of. I guess it's sort of like a bob, like almost like a bobber. But like this looks fucking dope. I love a bike like this. Not that I can run. But I used to do like, I used to cycle so much a mountain bike and I'm like, I think I'd love to have a bike as well. 3 AM Minecraft went, Joe, stop that. I genuinely have zero interest in playing Minecraft at the moment. We played, when did we play? Wasn't it, see, it doesn't feel that long ago, but it feels long ago. I can't remember if it was this year or not. No. Was it not this year? Was it last? Have we not played since like before Christmas? Oh no, Motorcycle Clubby Rape. Oh. Oh. And here I was thinking you were suggesting DJ Hour Gaming. But no, you're just actually suggesting fuck. I'm such a fucking nerd. I'm such a fucking nerd. I will not be making a motorcycle club, but I do want to turn, when I'm in it, like when I have the ability to and like the funding, I want to turn 3 a.m. into like an apparel brand, like a lifestyle apparel brand, and kind of reboot it through that. So I mean, it probably would have a drop or something that's like motorcycle club themed. I thought it was like a couple of months ago, bro. The fact that you put 3 a.m. and my mind instantly went to late night gaming, which was why I called that 3 a.m. because we were always up that late. Kind of just like is a perfect proof that that branding really did like fit the shit we did. Okay. We have our mood board for the week. Ugh. I'm more like 10 p.m. Harlan now. I still go to bed around 2 to 3 a.m. So I'm never going to change it, I don't think. Yeah, now I'm thinking like somehow my TikTok feed has the odd bit of like motorbike stuff thrown in, and I keep getting these TikToks. It's like best bikes for conversions, and they show like different bikes converted into cafe racers, and I'm just like, I fucking want a cafe racer. They're just such a cool silhouette. Yeah, like 3 a.m. is more likely going to become an apparel brand, like a lifestyle apparel brand that'll be kind of themes of like, I'd probably do it as like, there'd be like a set line, and then I'd probably do drops of, if I was to do an apparel, it'd probably be in like collections, and I'd do like a car, like stance, like that JDM car theme, like a fucking motorcycle club theme, like gaming themes, like thing. It'd be like everything that I'm like interested in. And I do like cool things of like add in like extra items that are like super fucking like cool little like extra items and stuff, like a motorcycle helmet or something with like a design I've come up with. Last 17 notifications was irritating me. Oh. One sec while I save this. I don't want to leak anything because I don't know what folder it's going to bring up. Save. Oh. Go back to this. Just give this up. for people to see. I still can't believe I read that as, when are we playing Minecraft at 3 AM again? Oh, what is wrong with me? So thinking this week what stream plans there are. I'm planning. Okay, I don't want to say, like, obviously Thursdays I don't stream. That's a given going forwards every week. So this week I am planning to do some sort of a game stream tonight. I don't know. It kind of depends on some work meetings and when they happen and how late it gets, etc. So we'll see if there's a stream tonight. That's kind of why I did this one, because I wanted to at least have a stream today, potentially two. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, like the usual days, there's potentials for streams, but I'm not going to make any promises. This is the best way that I'm doing it now going forward, is just like, it's potentially streams this week. Make sure you subscribed, all that. Like, I ain't making any promises. I'm putting out content. I'm streaming. I'm having fun with it. I'm not going to force anything. Hopefully I can... Something I do want to do at some point, again, is... And it might not... I don't know if I'll get out anywhere, like, before I go to London. But potentially when I'm back from London and I have a fucking ton of photos to go through, then I might do some photography editing, like photo editing streams, because they're always chill. But I don't know if any of those will come before going to London, which is like end of June. But yeah, at some point I do plan to eventually bring back some of the photo editing streams. They're kind of just like, I want to mix in like more of these just chatting, just chilling, kind of creative, just non-gaming streams. Just because, like, it's part of who I am. It's part of, like, my vibe, my style, my personality. I don't know what you want. Like, I don't want to be just a your typical, like, gaming streamer. I do enjoy streaming this stuff and just chatting and kind of, like, more of my design stuff. Maybe I would stream 3D stuff, but my PC fucking hates me if I do that. So that unfortunately won't happen. Maybe one day when I eventually, some point this year, get a better PC. I keep saying it, but like trying to save up for a better PC is fucking tough when I need to drop a fat bag on one. But yeah, I want to do more of these career streams. Oh, something I was gonna do actually on stream today was something I need to... Let's just do this. I need to see, because obviously I know obviously our LCS, our regional 3 for OCE is this coming Friday. It's this week, I think. I'm certain. Yeah, 27th, which is Friday. Yeah. So 8 AM on Friday we play. It all comes down to that for fucking hell. Wait, so we have to place higher than Renegades. Okay, Renegades is on the bottom half of the bracket, so we don't meet them. We don't actually meet them till later. Who's on our half? In theory, we should get through our half of the bracket no problem. Oh, Renegades and Power and like That's the harder side. We have Kaka's minions, but I think we beat them. Okay. There's a very high chance we qualify for London. But yeah, I was gonna... One thing I did think about doing on stream was I think I need to put together this week's schedule graphic. I've kind of slacked off doing it for a couple of weeks because we haven't really had anything going on. Let me double check I'm not showing my screen. Because I need to pull up Notion and I don't want to leak anything. Because I need to go to the KCP one and check our calendar. Oh yeah, we have Gears as well this week. Honestly, I might not stream. It's not really the cool. It's just me reformatting a template that I have with new dates and stuff, so probably won't put that on stream. I think we'll like these are generally only going to be like short streams. It's kind of the plan. I don't think there's anything in the world of gaming or Twitter or anything going on yet, because it's too early in the morning for the US, so the world of esports has yet to wake up. Yes, now Crumb Season. He's done his mood board. Oh, love this. Yes, now Crumb Season. This looks fucking tasty. It's fucking Pot Friend. Bro. That setup. Oh my god. Crumb Season's nailed this. That ramen looks fucking delicious. That keyboard's sick. I love the keycaps. Love this setup. This setup vibes so nice. Love this. I also actually really like this, just it's a bit, I like a more open. This is definitely like vibey as fuck. I love like forest green. Something I've always, like something I want. Well, you have this glass one. The fuck is a mood board? So a mood board is just a collection of images that kind of just either express a style, a color palette, a mood. It can be used for brainstorming. So the reason I do mood boards is like it helps me get creative inspiration. They're often used as like a way to collect together like a bunch of inspiration and images to help like stimulate ideas for stuff. You can do them about everything. I do them mainly on like graphic design, photography stuff because I use it for like inspiring my design work. Josh has just done like a general vibe one by the looks of it. Yeah, that's kind of what mood board is. Yeah, forest green. So before this year, like probably last year, like my brand colors were pretty much just like a black and white, like a slight off black and slight off white, and I was very like had like some accent colors like a cream or whatever. But I've always kind of just been like, oh, I really like white as like a primary, like solid color. I love like the clean aesthetic of just white. That over like last year and the start of this year, like pretty much over last year, like my like just taste shifted. I fucking fallen in love with like forest green and that like coffee color, which is what I like. If if I go to my Twitter, you can see it in my header design. Like this, like forest green and slight like coffee color is like, I think have become my two like kind of favorite colors. I really want, well, oh, hang on, I can probably go to, boom. Like, bro, this is why like I really want a loft space so I can have like plants and shit. I love fucking loft spaces. But that like forest green kind of very faded, grainy, like that's kind of like my aesthetic. I fucking love this. I love that you slip some streetwear in there. I've very recently started, because like I've always been into my sneakers, which I know we've talked about. Like I've always been into my sneakers and my caps. But definitely more recently I've been paying kind of more attention to like actual streetwear fashion and more of an interest in that sort of stuff. Hence why like I picked up like that feather ring, and there's a bunch more like things like rings and jewelry and like kind of accessory stuff like that. I'm way more interested now. There's a brand, bro, don't, if I had a loft space I would basically be green out of black furniture everywhere. Bro, I'm telling you, I only think I've looked in some Manchester. There's very few and far between. I've seen the odd one. They exist. They're there, but to try and find one is so fucking hard. But like, I will only move out of here for a loft space. Like my first flat is gonna be a loft space. Like I've spent so long on my Pinterest looking at loft spaces, like loft apartments. Like the idea of like stuff like this with the big windows, or like this, like the big old like factory windows, like old mill style. Fucking love that. Or this with the like angled. Look at the Josh's heaven right there. But yeah, I've recently, or like probably over the last 6 months, got way more into like an appreciation for rings and male jewelry, and like it's fucking expensive though when you want the good stuff. But this is a brand called Clocks and Colors. They have some really fucking dope rings, but they're all like solid silver, so they're all fucking expensive. They do some stainless steel ones that are a bit cheaper, but they have so many cool designs. Like I really want that koi one. There's one, this is the one I want. I want to hold fast. Ooh, it's on offer at the moment. I really like the whole hold fast one. There's also some super, like I really want the watery grave one. They've got some dope fucking rings and some pendants. They've got some really cool pendants. I kind of want the shield. And there was an anchor one that I wanted. But I don't think it's on there. It's just an anchor on its own. But they do super cool stuff. But yeah, because it's silver, it's all fucking expensive as. But yeah, loft space is definitely my vibe also. I know where it comes from as well. I fell in love with the dream of kind of like having like a loft space in the middle of like a city or something. Oh, this looks so fucking good. It came from watching Step Up 3 when I was in high school. I don't know if you've ever seen Step Up 3, but the place that they live in, like the main guy, he has a old warehouse, and he's just like converted the top floor into like a fucking living space that's just whatever the fuck they want it to be. And like that idea of living in like a old factory like loft apartment sort of space, I just have loved it ever since. And then there was oh fuck, what's he called? He's a Porsche owner guy. Is it Magnus? I think he's called Magnus. Urban Outlaw. Yes, Magnus Walker, this guy. He has the dopest apartment. Well, it's basically an old fucking factory. He has the dopest, like, home ever. So this is his garage. I'll just put on 2x speed. Don't shit them into full screen. But yeah, he has a Porsche thing, like he does Porsches up. So his whole downstairs is like a whole garage for him to work on his Porsches. Trying to like they also have like, oh, here we go. So they bought the building and then they converted the upstairs into like an apartment. Not my style, but like the idea of buying like an old factory building that's like a 2-story factory brick and converting the top floor into like an apartment space, and then just the ground floor is like have a gym, have a garage space, have whatever the fuck I want down there. I remember we spent ages, bro, I spent fucking hours looking for those Nike Dunk Gunmetal Green. They didn't exist. I spent hours. They didn't exist because they were one of ones for the film. But yes, ever since Step Up, like I've had this like love for. But this guy's garage, like the building's so fucking sick. Just in LA. But it's like the thought of trying to get a building like that nowadays, it's fucking impossible. Yeah, I have like this. I can even like picture what my setup and backdrop, like the idea of having setup obviously in front of me. To my right would be like fucking big fucking loft style windows, and then like there's like a brick wall behind and builds shelving on it or something, and there's fucking plants and all sorts of shit in the background. Like I can visualize how I would have my setup. There's also, there's a guy I follow on TikTok, I can't remember his name now. He shows up every so often because he doesn't post that often, but he has a loft space in Manchester, and it's so fucking good. Oh, it's such a vibe. The problem is they're just fucking expensive because they always charge more for loft spaces. I think the other like kind of almost sort of like loft space, but another thing that like kind of gave me that love for those like factory aesthetic, sort of more like urban like buildings, was also Tokyo Drift and their garage. Like the garage in Tokyo Drift. Like, you can't fucking see it on that. But like, how they had all the living space up top. The idea of like having like a garage space and like that loft, like mezzanine area and stuff, like just, ever since a kid was just a dope fucking idea. It'd be sick. I love how distracted I've got. I can't even remember what... Before I went to Twitter, I was going to Twitter to see if, like, what was going on in the world of esports and gaming, and I was like, oh, notifications, and I thought you'd text me. Simp. God, I called you a simp. What a melt. Oh, wait. What's the PC case that I want? Fuck. Hang on. Let me go. Fuck. I can picture it. No, not the Leon. It's like the new it's gonna, like, some people feel like it might replace I'll know it when I see it. Wait, this. Found it. Is it? Is this it? Yes, this is it. The Leon Lee is beautiful case, but I saw this case and let me swap screens. Here, I saw this case and I kind of fell in love with it. Did you see this also on TikTok, Josh? I couldn't remember what it was called, and I had to search TikTok PC case. Yeah, like it's a new PC case that's recently come out, and like YouTube, like tech YouTubers are building in it, and like it's showing up on TikTok and stuff. I just love that it's like full wraparound glass. The curved window one. Like imagine this with like forest green. Like the white with the forest green. Like internals. Oh. It's a huge case, though. Like this is probably actually the case that I'm going to, when I eventually can afford to build a new PC, I'm probably going to build in this. Because I'm going to be going all out, so I might as well fucking go all out on a case. so clean. Yeah, see, at the point I have mine underneath. But probably by the time I get a new PC, or like I would get, even if I'm still here when I get, like still at this room at my parents, like when I get a new PC, I'm gonna get this case with the mindset of when I move out, it's gonna be on display better. Or I'd move my desk around to make it fit on my desk, but it would take up like all the desk. I want to drop like, we're talking like 2.5. I want to make a 3D rendering beast, and that means dropping somewhere between 2 to 3K on a PC. Which is the sad part. I'll probably end up getting a laptop before I get a PC. What is this clip? Ooh. Who's playing? DRX and GNS? Yeah. Need a thick boy processor. See, when so right now, I don't know if, oh wait, which is my full? No. Boom. Okay, so you can see the edge of my desk here. Like, that's how wide my desk is. I have, and this was the desk that was in my room when I came back from uni, so I just used it. I have like a full-on corner desk that is just in the garage, like covered up, waiting for me to get a flat. When I eventually do move, it would have fuck tons of space for a PC to sit on it. So 100%, like when I get my own place, I would be using that desk and it'll just sit on the desk. I would probably even put it like so it's in camera view. Flex it. But yeah, I need a laptop first because I need to be able to like do work on the go. So I'll probably end up spending like $1,000 on a laptop and then start saving for a PC. Yeah. Do you know what I'll do? I'll get like Crumpsies and Josh. This is gonna be so not to get you each confused. You put the pop figure of the stormtrooper in yours, and I know it's not like helping hold up the GPU. I would probably find some sort of a figurine that I can like sit, that's like the perfect height to hold up the GPU, and I would just sit him under the corner of the GPU just to hold him up so it doesn't sag. That, or like I'll find one that's almost perfect and then just use it to cover up something that is like the cover up a GPU support underneath it. The thing is, I'd probably also then turn this PC. I would probably put a capture card in it so it can be used as a streaming PC if I wanted. Though I don't think I would necessarily need a dual PC setup. I don't think you need it. Like, there was a period of time when you did need like to get the best streaming setup, like you needed a dual PC. I don't think there's actually much use for it now because graphics cards are so powerful and CPUs are that like it can pretty much handle gaming and streaming like modern PCs now. I'd probably actually just keep my current PC for like a backup, and if there's a situation where like I'm doing a fat fucking render on my main one that I can't use it, I can still use the secondary one as like temporary PC. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap the stream up here. We have hung out, chilled, chatted for a while now. Almost been like, I think about 1 hour 40, but it is getting into 2 o'clock. I am going to make myself some lunch and I am going to get on with some work, KCP work that hopefully I can share in the not too distant future. But for now, I am under wraps on what I got, like super cool projects, but I just like, I don't know when it'll get announced or like revealed, should I say. Announced, revealed, I don't know what you would call it, like the work presented. I guess revealed's the right word, right? It's not really an announcement, it's just like, I guess when my work becomes revealed to whatever, like the project gets revealed. I don't know what you would call it, but like I need to go work on that stuff. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, chilling, hanging out. I hope you had a chill time, bit of fun, good vibes. I'll probably tweet out my mood board shortly after this. But I appreciate you all. May stream this evening, may not. But obviously you lot will know if I'm playing and streaming. So, people coffee. Appreciate you all, I really do. And I'll see you in the next stream.